Alright, so boom. I just wanted to like get some shit straight because I did that Graph Champs interview and like I was left dumbfounded for a few of his questions and I just didn't have really nothing to say. And I really wanted to voice something because it was like he didn't let me do that. Like he was like, yo, we don't talk about beef on this channel and this and that, blah blah blah. But like you let Brea talk about it. You let him explain the whole situation and what happened. So like, yo, I'm gonna explain that damn situation. We're gonna talk about that today. We're gonna talk about when the day that we stepped to Brea in the Love Store on 68th Street and 69th Street and 2nd Avenue where he worked, and he ran into the back room where it was like a cage. They locked people who were shoplifters in there, and it wasn't five of us that went in there. There was 3 of us. It was me, it was RD, and my man Boo. And he didn't even write graffiti, man. He was down with us, and he just like fucking cracking heads, man. He was a big Neanderthal-looking motherfucker, And that's my man. Still to this day, I love that dude, And he was the one with the gun, and he was going like this in the cage, cause like the boxes in the cage were like, I can't even. The bars were like this, so it made boxes like that. So he was trying to stick the gun through. It was a nickel-plated 25 automatic, and he was trying to stick the gun through and get a good shot. And Brea backed up into the corner and was going like this, doing all this like he looked like he was doing some weird dance and shit. Like, oh my God, oh shit, I'm gonna get shot type shit. And the way he made it seem was like 5 of us ran up in there, and he ran in the back, and like, he was about to get shot, and we convinced Boone not to shoot him. We were like, yo, we don't need to do that. And then the manager in there grabbed the phone. RD grabbed the phone from them and ripped the phone out of the fucking wall, threw that shit in the corner, and we left. So like, we didn't go in there 20 deep or, whatever he said. 5 motherfuckers went in there and there was 20 people outside. No, there might have been a couple of us outside that came from 68th Street Park when we found out that he worked there. But like, they just wanted to see what was happening. They weren't there to like do anything. It was me, RD, and my man Boo, and Boo, we actually made a crew for him because he was his own island. BYG, Bull Yorkville Gangsters, and man, you're damn right he was scared shitless. He was scared for his motherfucking life. He was twisted up in the corner thinking he was gonna get shot and die. So that's I wanted to air that because you know what, the way Brea made it seem on that interview, it didn't sound right. That was the situation. We went in there and we wanted to do something to him. He ran into a cage where they lock up shoplifters, and my man Boo pulled out a gun and was like trying to shoot through the cage at him, like he was gonna like trying to aim the gun, and he couldn't get like a good straight shot, so he didn't shoot, and we told him not to do it. And we turned around and we saw them calling the cops when RD ripped the phone and threw it in the corner. And I was like, we told him, like, chill, man. We don't need to shoot him, And that's what really happened that day, And it was, I don't know, it kind of irked me that he let Brea talk about me, but he didn't let me talk about Brea. Oh, I just picked one of them dudes, from 357 because they were going over Chino, I just didn't like D3. It was just an ugly tag. I just hated that shit and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, you're right. He started going over me out of nowhere. But that's okay, because we went over everybody who wrote BYI. Everybody back then. We went over everybody that wrote BYI. We didn't give a fuck who you were. I loved how he used to talk shit, how he was talking shit like he used to run the layup down there. How the fuck you running the layup when you was like pencil thin? I remember that day. I think Boo, what he saw was, yo, that day he had a gold chain on with an African Aphrodite head pendant. And I think Boo wanted to get that from him, so that's probably why he pulled out the gun. But and it's funny, he had the same haircut. He looked exactly like his fucking pendant, you know. And you know, I just wanted to clear that. I got nothing against Brea no more. You know, no offense, but like, yo, that's what happened. That's what happened. That's the real deal. That's the real deal. That's what we used to be about, shit like that. And we never fucking laid down for nobody, you know. And when fucking that dude SR like kind of like silenced me from talking about beef, I didn't like that. And it's been simmering in my head ever since. So here's a video telling you what really happened. How you like them apples?